guys. This is very late night. I know I have work in the morning. It's gonna be Friday, but I'll be honest. I'm dreading going to work tomorrow. I have a ton of pressure on my plate for tomorrow at work, so I have a lot on my mind. And I did promise this. I know I ended up, going off playing video games, doing a bunch of other things this evening. But I did promise this, as I feel this should be addressed. Which is why I decided, of course, to use this opportunity to go live instead of just pre-recording it. That way also I don't have to just upload it. And maybe get your thoughts, because this one is a big one. This one is a whammy. Well, not really a whammy, but more so, it's about time, but to me, it's kind of too late. What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. I am here live this late Thursday evening to do a special live stream talking about some breaking news that happened today, May 20th, 2021. Literally almost a year to the date. Or somewhere around this time, I think it was. I can't remember when was the day he was first, this controversy all first began. It was not long before April or May, like sometime around this time this year, all this went down. Let's talk about it. So, what's going on here? So first, before I get to the biggest name, of course, that happened, within the past few days, the WWE has released a few talent in NXT. A couple no names I wasn't aware of. They also released Vanessa Bourne. They weren't doing much with her at all. I remember hearing a rumor at one point she was going to be part of Retribution. They released Vanessa Bourne. They released Alexander Wolf from Imperium. They just had him kicked out of Imperium this week, which surprised me, and then he gets released the next day. I'm not sure what happened there. They also released Jessamyn Duke, one of the four horsewomen of WWE. I mean, of the UFC. So, I guess that puts a damper on any hope of that four horsewoman match ever happening. It looks like it's never going to happen now because Jessamyn Duke got released. Marina Shafir's still around. Well, is she? I really don't know. Because Roderick Strong, storyline-wise, resigned. So, again, I don't know what's going on with him either. The biggest name, though, there was a couple other no names in the NXT that I weren't really familiar with that got released, but I'm not going to bother looking at them. The biggest name, though, was announced today that was released was none other than Patrick Clark, or of course, as we all know him as, the Velveteen Dream. About time, but this was probably a little too late. Wow. This has been a very sketchy and a very hairy situation for the past year. It was around this time last year, and I want to be careful how I say this because, like I've said before, I have had a community guideline strike on this channel for something I said during a video game Let's Play, which, again, I didn't mean anything by it, but obviously it offended somebody, and that's why the video got blocked. That's why my channel went away for 7 months. I don't want this to happen again, but I'm going to be careful. Velveteen Dream had sometime last spring, had allegations of him having some sort of relations or some sort of actions with a minor. And he did flat out immediately, I remember last year, come out on Twitter and say something. I think it was like 2 weeks before he had his first title shot, because he had 2 title shots against Adam Cole. Before all this happened, the original plan for what I'm hearing was Velveteen Dream was supposed to be the one to end Adam Cole's NXT Championship reign, and he was the one that was going to go on to take over 30 and get squashed by Karrion Kross. And of course, if that didn't happen, Keith Lee would not have gotten that big moment, and to be honest, Keith Lee probably may not have been up on the main roster yet if it wasn't for this. Velveteen Dream then had those accusations against him. I remember he came out. He had also briefly deleted his Twitter. They didn't give him the title a couple weeks later. They kept him on TV though. And then he had a rematch at TakeOver in Your House, a parking lot brawl that was solid, but I'll be honest, I remember it wasn't as good as we had hoped for. After that, though, he disappeared for a while. And I was thinking, okay, well, he'd also around that time gotten into a car accident, apparently. So I thought they were taking time to clear his name. Well, last August had that super deflating moment that I think put the nail in the coffin for this whole situation. They brought Velveteen Dream back and immediately put him in the North American Championship picture. And he was in that 6-man ladder match for the NXT North American Championship at TakeOver 30. And I remember when that happened, I was just like, that's kind of... It felt very sketchy. Because my thing was I don't want to say I think Velveteen Dream is guilty. I also want to say Velveteen Dream is innocent. I personally think I was not given, as a fan, and I said this last year, I don't think the fans were given any sort of clarity as to what the heck happened with this situation. To me, it looked like WWE has just kept this really quiet. But in order for us to be able to embrace Velveteen Dream or Patrick Clark on our TVs again, I think we had to have some sort of clarity and whatnot. And we never got that. And obviously, him just coming back with no explanation, fans are of course going to reject him. They turned him heel, but to me it was like, well, you turned him heel, but only because fans aren't going to cheer for him. Like, he's even making him a heel just flat out gave him white heat. Nobody wanted to see him on live television. He went on to have a feud with Kushida, and I know he had 2 matches on NXT, one with Adam Cole and one with Tommaso Ciampa. One of those 2 was his last match back in December. He had not been on TV since. And I think obviously WWE had gotten the message that, hey, fans are not happy this man is on TV right now. Especially because, again, there was no way with how they were rolling that fans were ever going to be able to accept Velveteen Dream back on camera again. But, like I said, I feel like they waited too long. They waited too long. They should have never brought him back until us fans had some sort of clarity. Because even when that whole hashtag speaking out movement began last summer also, Velveteen Dream's name came up even more about allegations. And I don't know if he's ever going to be proven innocent or guilty or what we're going to be told. But to me, it's like, unless he really comes out with a miracle, like, his chances of being proven innocent to me are just very slim. Because even though there's holes in the story and it's not been proven yet, it didn't look good for him. So, like, him being released, I hope what happens is they focus on actually just uncovering, the conclusion to this. And if they want to keep it quiet, if they never want to reveal the truth about Velveteen Dream, then he's just never going to be able to go anywhere in the wrestling business again. And the sad part is, again, it's just a shame. It's just a shame with the talent this man had, the charisma, the promo skills, the in-ring ability, putting on some of the best matches in NXT. Such as, he has a few run-ins with Johnny Gargano. He had an excellent match with Tommaso Ciampa. He, of course, his matches with Ricochet, Aleister Black, the match where he truly became a star in a loss. Say My Name. Now it's like Dream's got no memory of it because, like I said, like this just ruined his career. Like, he was my least improved wrestler of the year last year. Like, you could put this man on TV and just all the gas just felt like it was pulled out of him. So I'm glad they finally pulled the trigger. But like I said, I just feel like it was too late. I feel like they dragged this on way too long, and this didn't make WWE look too good at all. Keeping quiet about it and just not coming out and just say, hey, the man's innocent or the man is guilty. You know, we just wanted to know the truth. We wanted to know the truth for us to know how to feel. This wasn't just like, someone like, I don't know, like Riddick Moss or something like that. This was Velveteen Dream. This is a man that could have went to the main roster and literally taken over the company. This could have been the next face of the company. And with the talent he had, he could have easily, done that job on the main roster. So it's a shame. I'm sad it ended this way, but it is what it is at this point. I'll take the live chat, and I'll get ready to go to bed. We have Elite Squad and Tyler in there. Elite Squad says he had massive potential, and he ruined his own career, which is a shame. His match with Aleister Black and Ricochet were legendary. From Tom and Jerry. Jerry always made Tom in trouble with Spike. That is true. He made him in trouble all the time. The Velveteen Dream controversy started in April 2020, okay? Jessamine Duke sucked, didn't improve at all over the years. Neither did Marina Shafir, honestly. Neither one of them. Like Ronda and Shayna made it work. Jessamine and Marina just did not. What was the worst pay-per-view during the Authority era? Survivor Series 2015. Thank God for Plan B with Keith Lee, the one. Yes, definitely. His last match was the main event NXT against Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole. The Dream is the new Del Rio. Yikes. That's a very vicious name to compare him to, but unfortunately, yeah. But I will say this: there have been guys that got released from the company, like Gentleman Jack Gallagher, who, from this whole speaking out movement, did come out on Twitter a few months after his release and just cleared the air, admitted his actions, admitted he takes responsibility, and he's just looking to move on in life and make things right the best he can, even though it's really not possible. You see, I don't have respect for anybody who... I'm never going to be able to forgive someone for doing something like what Velveteen Dream and others have been accused of and not proven innocent of. I do at least give Jack Gallagher, I can't say respect, but I give him credit for speaking out and being honest, giving us that closure, because obviously people enjoy Gentleman Jack Gallagher, but his profile's been was not even saved in the alumni section. Enzo Amore's profile wasn't saved in the alumni section. I'm gonna be real, because last I checked, it was still in the NXT roster. Velveteen Dream's profile should also be removed and not even shown in the alumni section at all. That's just my honest opinion. They need to remove his name and not even acknowledge him as an alumnus, unless he's proven innocent or some ways. So that's that. That's my thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts on the Velveteen Dream being released from WWE? Did you think they took too long? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? What do you guys think of this whole situation? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And also, any of the other releases we had this week, like Alexander Wolf, Jessamine Duke, and Vanessa Bourne, what are your thoughts on them as well? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, slap a like on the video, and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirline3. And that, guys, I'm checking out. I'll see you later. Have a great night. Peace out, everybody.